Hello ENC 91 students, this is your professor Michael Blumenberg, and this video is designed to introduce you to the Week 12 coursework. Right now on the Blackboard homepage, and as always I'm going to go down and click on weekly assignments, which will lead me to, at the very top, the Week 12 folder, which I'll click on. And as always, you'll see that your coursework is uploaded as both a Word document and PDF document. I'm going to go ahead and click on the PDF document, and when I do so, I'll readjust the camera so we can take a look at your coursework for this week. Okay. As you can see, there are two separate readings this week. The first one is using MLA format, pages 360 to 375. Please note that this is a different kind of reading because it shows you sample entries using MLA format, so it's not your conventional reading. But I would ask that you pay close attention to the MLA used in the sample paper. You can really use that as a guideline for using MLA in your upcoming source paper. I put that I will upload videos to help you understand MLA. I've already done so. There's what I think to be a really excellent video posted in your Week 12 folder. It is not a video that I have made, but it comes from an educator who has done such a wonderful job in looking at MLA. I really liked the video and I thought it would be helpful to you, so I hope you take the time to look that over. Also, reading-wise, all over but the shouting, chapter 15, pages 118 to 123. Pretty short reading there. Going on down to submitted assignments, you do have a working thesis statement for the source paper, and that the assignment is due no later than 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, April 13th. So please note your deadlines for this week are all 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, April 13th, including this one. Now at this time, I also put on the assignment sheet that I would like to take a minute to look at what I'm looking for on the assignment. So I'm going to pull up a brand new document, and what I'd like to do is talk to you for just a minute about what I'm looking for in the working thesis statement. And if I could readjust the camera, we can get everything in here. So working thesis statement. First thing I would ask you to do is to review the information in your Write Stuff textbook concerning thesis statements. You've done some work with that already earlier in the semester. But remember that the thesis is generally just a single sentence, so I'm not looking for really much more than that on this assignment. And the thesis should tie into your point of view, or in other words, it should tie into a theme related to All Over But the Shoutin', the other book we've been looking at this semester. And the thesis will give direction and main idea of the paper. That's the major thing that we're looking for, or I'm looking for, in this working thesis statement. And it's likely going to be persuasive, or a point of view where you can make an assumption based upon the support that you're going to find. So persuasive or argumentative. Okay? If you have questions, feel free to email me. I'd be happy to clarify anything, but that's what I'm looking for in this assignment. Okay? So I'm clicking back. We talked about the working thesis statement. There is also some work needed in the Blackboard discussion board, two assignments in particular. The first one relates to MLA, and the second one relates to All Over But the Shoutin', chapter 15. We'll take a look at those in just a moment, and if I could readjust the camera ever so slightly, you can also see my writing lab. Now this is a little bit different this week, and it's going to be a little more challenging for you. But the module this week is usage and style. And I know you're used to having a couple of weeks to work. This is an 8-topic module, but I sent an announcement too because the deadline was originally posted incorrectly. It has now been changed and updated to the correct deadline of 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, April 13th. If you're having concerns with my writing lab, and especially meeting deadlines, please email me so that we can talk about it. There are 3 modules left, and that's it, and you'll be all done. But this one is due Monday, April 13th, and we can take a look at that in just a moment. Okay? Let me go back to the Week 12 folder for just a moment. I'll readjust in just a moment. I want to go to the discussion board. I know you're not getting the proper view right now, but I wanted to keep it there just so that we could take a look at what's expected on the discussion board. So after you have reviewed MLA and the right stuff, please address the following. Have you used MLA format before? And if so, what are your experiences with MLA? If not, what seems most challenging about the format? If you've never used MLA, it might seem a little overwhelming, but talk about challenges. Remember that MLA is designed to help prevent you from plagiarizing source information. With this in mind, how do you feel about using MLA in your upcoming work on the source paper? So a lot of questions to consider there, but go ahead and begin work on that. And then the second discussion board assignment for this week relates to All Over But the Shot in Chapter 15. And I asked you to consider the horror of the event referenced in Chapter 15. On page 121, Bragg writes, "It confirmed fiercely my notions of class and power. It was not so much a matter of having power to do a thing as it was having the power to stop things from being done to you. My mama never had that power, not one day in her life." What do you think about Bragg's statement? What do you think about Bragg's dreams for himself as expressed at the end of the chapter? So those are the two discussion board assignments you're looking at. If you have any questions about those, feel free to let me know. I'm going to go back to our Week 12 folder. And again, you're not getting the good view just yet. We'll change that in a moment. Down at the bottom of the Week 12 folder is the My Writing Lab learning path. I'm going to click on that and just show you what the module looks like. Okay. This week's module is right here. It's usage and style. I'll click it. Might have to readjust the camera a little bit, so bear with me. Okay. Sorry about that. So, you can see there are 8 topics. And you might be saying to yourself, man, a week turnaround, that's not very much time. The good news is the topics are not too bad here. We're looking at standard versus non-standard English, easily confused words. We've been doing some work with that. Varying sentence structure. I'm skipping a little bit for time, but biased sexist language on down, and unnecessary shifts. So you can see that it's really not that bad. I wanted to point out something to you though on unnecessary shifts. There is a section for, and this was a glitch on the software, for right drafting. Please note that you do not have to do that. So that's under, again, unnecessary shifts. And actually, this is a topic in particular that needs attention because there is no post-test, as is normal for that. So please note that you are just to work and apply and recall for that. And there were some issues with this particular module in terms of some of them just having one apply. So once you've done that apply, that's really all that you can do before you move on to a post-test for redundancy and wordiness and biased and sexist language. It's only designed with one apply. If you have questions, feel free to let me know. This is kind of getting into a crazy part of the semester. I also want to address with you too that I am working, and I have been working. It's been a little bit daunting, but I'm working to get caught up in some of your grading. I appreciate so much your patience on that. I know that you're eager to get feedback. And it's a situation where I like to really provide some critical feedback on each assignment you do. And in order to do that, it does take me some time to respond. So I'll work as quickly as I possibly can to get you the feedback you're waiting for. But again, I appreciate your patience on that. Also, I want to let you know that there is a survey that should have been sent out to you earlier this week related to giving some feedback on course instruction. So it's a survey for course, a course survey. If you could complete that, I would greatly appreciate it. Just note that your feedback is to remain anonymous, and I don't actually see the feedback until the semester's over. Really enjoying our semester together. I hope you are picking up some things along the way that will help you with your writing. If you have questions, feel free to email me. I'll follow up next week with a brand new video. Until then, take care and good luck.